All right. Well, speaking of traveling, I recently came back from LA. I have a bone to pick with anybody who's talked shit about New York.
Yes, I haven't been to New York, but I've been to LA. Go ahead.
Everything around downtown LA, right, is beautiful.
Mm.
Downtown LA is
The Max Allotment Podcast.
Minisode 38 of the Max Allotment Podcast is happening right now. Now.
Buenos días.
Ahora mismo. Now. Now.
What's up, my brother? How you doing?
Good. Minisode 38, doing good, feeling good. Oh man, I'm in a mood right now where I think we should just go right into the fucking drinks.
Let's do it.
Like, no disrespect. We talk a lot, but like we talk offline a lot. What I'm saying.
So we both know that we're both doing well. Yeah.
Yeah, as long as everybody's good, we're good. I just want to go right into the drinks. It was like one of those weeks where you want to crack a beer and just like.
But while you're doing that, I want to thank the listeners for listening to us, for tuning in. Enjoy listening to us on your way to work or on your way home from work or doing whatever you're doing. Thank you for listening.
Watching this on YouTube, make sure you
that's true.
Subscribe.
Yeah.
What did it say? Subscribe, hit the bell, all that shit.
Is that what they say?
That's what they say. Make sure you like, hit subscribe, hit the bell.
Oh yeah. That's turning on.
Do.
Yeah. Turn on. That's how you turn on notifications. Is that what it
you
is?
gotta hit the bell, bro.
I got you.
El timbre, la campaña. Campana. Yeah.
Say campaña.
What's campaña? That's the last name?
Campaña is a campaign. No. That's the.
Okay. My bad. Listen. Anywho.
So what you got? What are you sipping on over there?
My beer has a lot of extra head that I need to wait on right now. So why don't you tell us about the whatever booze you're drinking?
So check it out. So I'm having an old fashioned today.
Ooh.
That's what I'm having.
Nice ass bottle, bro.
Yeah. So what I did, for those of you that follow me at Salute to Brews on IG, I was at a distillery this past weekend. I was up in the area about an hour away from my house, and I knew it was a distillery up there. So I said, I'm gonna go up there and check them out. Wait. Don't look at me like that. It was an hour away. Yeah. Yes. Don't look at me like that. I knew where you were going with that.
Wait a minute. So
man,
for those who are new to the podcast,
I'm not driving. No, I'm not going out of my way.
Crenly has stated many times that he is not driving long distances for beer or anything for that matter. Forget just beer. From my understanding, it's anything.
So here's the thing, right? I'll drive like, all right, cool. That's in Plano. That's an hour. Let's go and check it out. Like, I'll go do that. But if it's like such and such brewery is dropping a beer and people are going to stand in line and people are doing I'm not doing all that. Not doing it. It's not happening. Right. Especially if it's a brewery that's far. It's not happening.
We're learning about Crenly. We're learning about this threshold, about what constitutes a trip versus no trip. Okay.
Yeah, like this one, we were going to be in that area anyway. So I was like, all right, cool. That's a 2 for 1.
So there's the truth.
Yeah. We know that. We've known that.
Nah, see,
it was
you weren't going out of your way just randomly. You were there because you had whatever you got doing, and you're like, while I'm here, so
I'm a family man, right? Yeah, I'm a family man. I took the kids up to I was up in that area for some St. Patrick's Day festival. Okay. So I was like, but there's a distillery 25 minutes that way, 20 minutes that way. Why don't we make a quick stop? So we did. And then
how many dads I talk to and they're like, another brewery, dad, another one, and they're like, why can't we just go somewhere and not go to a beer place? Like,
I don't even tell my kids where we're going anymore because they already know. They're like, seriously, dad? They look at me like, seriously? I'm like, yes.
Got a problem.
Seriously, like, I'll buy you Chick-fil-A. Shut up.
This is our Chuck E. Cheese, goddammit. This is our fucking time.
Exactly. Well, my kids understand that, and I appreciate that. Although they don't show me that they understand me. So yeah, man. So I went up there and I bought 2 bottles. I bought their bourbon, and then I bought the pre-made old fashioned. It's the bottle says Witherspoon because that's what it used to be. A few years ago they changed it, so now they're called Bent Distilling.
Vent? Like air vent?
Bent.
Oh, Bent.
No, not like BENDT.
Like
Louisville, Texas. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, Bent Pipe. So I'm having the old fashioned, man.
Okay.
It tastes
Nice
good.
glass.
I didn't do the fancy orange, and I didn't smoke it. I didn't do all that. I just put it in the glass, put some ice. Let's rock.
Question with the ice. Are you using
Yeah.
special ice? Like, are you making it the special way? Like that little, there's that little, not machine, but like the little contraption.
Like the one that
Makes-
bands
makes
it, like
Huh?
like puts a stencil on it or whatever.
No, like it makes it like the perfect square or cube.
Oh yeah,
Or
yeah,
it makes
yeah.
it like a sphere.
Yeah. No, this one, the one that I used today was a square. I
Oh,
do
so you
have
are
the
using
sphere. Yes. Yes.
Okay. All right.
It makes no difference to
It's
me,
presentation.
but it looks good. So
Yeah, it's
leave me
presentation.
alone.
That's what it is.
Just like the cork. It's just there for it's just there for decoration. For those of you that
Goddamn
don't know, go back a few episodes and you'll find out why I like the cork. That's it. Yeah, man. So I like these guys, man. I reached out to them because we had a little problem with the cork, and they're sending me another one. It's on the way right now.
Shit.
Yeah, man. So, but when I pulled it out, it broke a little bit. I reached out to her. She's like, "You got 2 coming your way right now." So
Two?
shout out to
For one
2
bottle?
of them. Well, I bought 2 bottles, so she's sending me 2 just in case.
Oh, yo, shout out to Bent Distilling.
Bent Distilling.
That shit. Yo, shout out to
Yeah,
Bent.
man.
That's what. Listen, customer service goes a long way in any way, shape, or form. Especially when somebody like Crenly, who never leaves his house, never leaves far from his house,
You're right about that.
and then he goes out of his way to buy 2 bottles, and the shit's whatever. Hey, production problems happen, whatever. I like that shit. I already like Bent just for that alone. I'm a fan of Bent. I keep want to say brewery, Bent Distilling,
Distilling, yeah.
just because of
And their bourbon. Oh man, their bourbon is good.
So real quick, before I go into my beer, the people want to know.
The people.
People want to know,
Okay.
when will Crenly go back to drinking beer?
I am drinking beer. I do drink
On the
beer. I'm just
podcast.
not drinking. Oh yeah, that's coming. That's coming.
All right.
Right now, I'm on a bourbon, like, I don't want to say binge because that sounds fucking like an alcoholic.
So you got a problem?
Like I got a problem, right? No, but right now I'm on like a bourbon tasting journey. I'm
Okay.
learning more. My palate is
Look at this
changing.
man.
Yeah.
Look at this man using his
know?
vocabulary journey.
That's all I'm doing, man.
Yo.
That's all I'm doing.
I'm gonna tell people, listen, I'm not on a beer binge. I'm on a beer adventure journey.
It's an
I like
adventure.
that.
You see, that's all it is. Like, this little collection back here started off with 1,
Mhm.
and then a 2, and then 3, and then now I buy a bottle every week.
Beer.
Sometimes
journey.
2. Yeah, man.
Bourbon Journey.
Now it's not,
Put
yeah.
anything in front of journey. Like, I'm not dating.
It just makes it
I'm
sound
not dating.
interesting.
I'm in a partnership journey.
No, that makes it sound like you don't want to be there.
I'm searching for the right partner in my journey
No.
of life.
No, that sounds like you're stuck in something that you don't want to be.
All right.
That's
so
exactly what that sounds. What you sipping on, man?
I am sipping on this Citrus Sound from Goldwater Brewing. Sorry, the brightness is a little too bright. There we go. Boom. Citrus Sound from Goldwater Brewing. I had this Monday night, and I must say, I haven't sipped anything yet because I've already had it. And fuck whatever's in this can because it'd be totally different. I don't know. But when I had it at the brewery Monday night, holy fucking shit, was it fucking amazing. And
Wait, is that a pale ale that I was fiending for the other day?
I think you were. I think you actually put a poll out, shit, and everything.
I did, man. I did, and I had some people reach out to me. They're like, "Yo,
Goldwater glass.
yeah, shout out to Goldwater, man. Shout out to Goldwater." Yeah.
And just so you understand how serious this is, when I tasted this beer, it's good, by the way, compared to Monday night when I had it on tap, because sometimes on tap and on the can's a little different. Same shit.
Yeah, yep.
This is great.
Yep.
I actually DM'd Sean, the head brewer of this beer. I don't know if this is 100% his or not, but he's the head brewer. And I said, Sean, this is fucking amazing. I love this beer, and I do love this beer. It uses, even though it says Citrus Sound, it uses Citra and Strata. 5.9% ABV. I think that's a
Ooh.
sweet spot right there. That is
5.9.
That is the sweet spot for pale ales. That's
Okay.
where you want to be. That's anything higher than that, okay. But
You're approaching IPA level.
it's like 5.9, 5.5, 6.2-ish around there. Perfect margin, in my opinion, for when it comes to the ABV. But
where you can sip on it, you can drink it all day in the sun and not pass the fuck out.
look how clean this shit looks, bro.
Well, I like that.
Clear.
I like that.
Clear. Wow.
Yo, I don't know what happened. I don't know why I was feeling for pale ale. Now you're flaunting this shit in front of me.
Because you've been on your bourbon journey.
Yeah, I know. And then I had like a crackhead. I was like, yo, I need a pale ale.
You got them pales, man. You got them pale ales, man.
That's what I felt like, man. It took me back to a pale ale that I have from when I was in Missouri, Mother's Brewing. They got this, oh my God, amazing pale ale. And I don't know why I thought about that specific brewery. But damn, I missed that place. Shout out to Mother's, man.
You got them
pails.
Pales.
Crackhead.
Come on, baby. I just need one.
Yo, then I go to the bottle shop and I'm like, yo, you don't got any. Like I looked around, no pale ales, and I was just like, I left disappointed. I was like, what the fuck is this, man? And I walked out, mad as hell too.
For those of you,
Mad.
for those of you obviously watching, my man Hendrix and Santana are in the back hanging out today. So
We got co-hosts.
I get a lot of comments about my dogs and feedback, DMs, all that shit. As you can see, he's uneasy. He's currently looking for a place.
Well, especially now because you don't want to acknowledge that they could be the bridge to the, something great.
Look at. He don't know what to do with himself. He's upstairs.
See?
Where he's never normally upstairs, and he's on top of furniture. He's never normally on top of furniture. He don't know what to do with himself.
He's like, what am I doing here?
Anyway, listen. You didn't give the rating. I'll start it off. This is easily a 4.25 for me.
Ooh, 4.25. Okay.
I love this pale ale. Sorry that the light is too bright. Let me lower it. Hopefully that helped it a little bit. This is a solid fucking pale ale. I love this beer. I don't care if you agree. I don't care if you disagree. I say try it. Regardless whether you like it or not like it or whatever it is, try it. Then talk to me. But that's fucking solid.
I like it. I'm gonna give these guys. I was gonna give them a 3.75 from just the drink itself, but I'm gonna upgrade that to a 4 based on customer service.
Woo!
If you're in the area, you gotta go. They got a chill spot. They got a patio. I think they play live music every now and then. They got nice, comfy fucking couches and shit. Nice staff, friendly staff. They offered me the flight. The dude was talking about the history of the company. They got a huge TV. Yeah, the whole deal.
Question.
So shout out to those guys, man. What's up?
You mentioned the flight, and I wanted to before we continue on.
Yeah.
There was something like white in your flight. What the fuck was that?
It's the Irish cream. It's their version of another. You know what I'm saying? Irish. Yeah. Don't say. You can't say.
Why?
Can't say that.
Why?
Fuck them. No, I'm just saying.
I'm like, wait a minute, what happened?
No, it's.
Okay, so it's a cream. It's a cream.
Yes.
Cream booze.
And I almost bought that one.
Oh yeah.
I almost bought it. Yeah. And I was like, no, I need 2 bottles. I'm gonna take 2
Yeah.
because I was just gonna take the bourbon, right? The bourbon. I was going up there for the bourbon. I was gonna buy regardless. And then I was like, you know what? Let's get this old fashioned too. And then I almost walked out with it. I was about to go back in. I was like, no. Let's just leave with this. And plus, these are going away because they're no longer called Witherspoon, right?
Oh, so you about to have some vintage shit.
Yeah. So this is like. So when I saw the bottle, they're like, yeah, we're phasing these out. We got some more left over of these.
Okay.
So these aren't going to be made anymore because they're no longer called Witherspoon. So I was like, all right, I'll get the bent one later on. This one right here is just going to stay in my collection. The other one, at least. Yeah, man.
All right. Well, speaking of traveling, I recently came back from LA, and I have a bone to pick with anybody who's talked shit about New York in comparison to LA.
Yes, I haven't been to New York, but I've been to LA. Go ahead.
Everything around LA, downtown LA, right? Let me make that very clear. Is beautiful, nice, all that good shit. Downtown LA, and I'm saying this with enthusiasm, like it's just coming out, like downtown LA is disgusting as fuck. Challenge me on that shit, bro.
There's a lot of, but aren't most downtowns like disgusting?
Listen, you go to New York has its rats and its organized mess.
No such thing, but okay.
There isn't. Yo, the trash bags, the giant piles of trash bags, they're together, they're organized, certain areas. The rats mind their business for the most part, don't fuck with you, all that shit, right? Bro.
Wait. You can't normalize mountains of trash and call it organized mess or whatever the fuck you just
it's
did.
not all over the place, whatever.
No,
so check it
man.
Out. Two things that pissed me. Three things that blew my mind about downtown LA. One, the amount of abandoned buildings.
Okay.
Downtown Los Angeles has a shit ton of abandoned buildings.
Okay.
You are downtown LA, one of the biggest cities, not only in the country but in the world, from what I understand.
Yep.
And you have, who knows how many? I'm pretty sure somebody knows, but I don't know how many abandoned buildings everywhere, all over the fucking place.
Maybe there's a backstory to it,
bro.
This is expensive out here, man.
This is fucking like
prime real estate.
Downtown means the inner city, the city itself, the heartbeat of the city type of shit. You know what I mean? So that was one. Two, listen. This might get a little nasty, and I have to be honest. The amount of human shit that I've seen in LA. Wow. I walked a lot because I'm like, oh, it's a beautiful day. And the walk from here to that place is 0.5 miles, 0.7 miles. I could do that. That's no problem. Bro, the air smells like piss. And the amount of human shit that I actually saw, I'll stop at that.
Yo, you were just in the wrong part of town.
My man, there is no right apart.
That's all I'm saying. You're in the wrong part of town. I went to LA. LA was not like that.
Shitty block, nice block. Shitty block, nice block. Shitty block.
It's a nice mix.
What it is.
It's a nice mix.
And then last but not least, whatever the fuck is going on with the Skid Row situation, I gotta figure it out.
With the what?
Skid Row, with the homelessness. Is that the right word?
Oh, but that's in every town, though.
No. We have homeless people in New York. They're not camped out in the middle of plain sight. In their own city. In their own little city. Skid Row is its own little city, bro. That
man,
shit is
listen.
a fucking world within the city within a city.
I lived in Miami. There was a bum city. I used to be in St. Louis all the time.
Under the bridge, though. Under the highways and
downtown. Same thing in St. Louis. You go to St. Louis, there's a spot, bum city. You go to Hawaii. When I was in Hawaii, there's a fucking like a 2 football fields worth of just unfortunate homeless people. I feel for them, but they're like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I think every city's got it.
I'm telling you,
in the right part of town.
My city got their shit together. I don't know, but we have homeless people everywhere. They not living homeless in plain sight, meaning tents, living like they got their own little fucking.
Yo, Google tent city Hawaii. Oh my goodness.
Oh my god. So listen,
I'm telling you, you think like it's a festival.
And the crazy part is, when I went to, so not to shit on LA altogether, I'll give you some positive.
Too late for that.
I mean, sorry, but some of the positive though, there are some buildings and some areas that are really nice. Okay. I'm not gonna, there are some really nice areas in downtown LA, the same area that I'm talking about. But 2 blocks in one direction, human shit. But the other nice thing, though, that I can talk about LA is the Arts District. So I went to the Arts District. I walked around. I went to the breweries. Excuse me. I went to a bar. They have a Truly bar. So Truly, the hard seltzer, they have their own bar there too. It's pretty dope. Like, it's a pretty nice area. It's. See, when I think of, so my understanding is, LA invented gentrification.
Okay.
I don't know how they only pick certain areas to only gentrify. And the Arts District is definitely part of the gentrification from what I'm seeing. But I fucking love it. I fuck with it. It was nice. It was dope. Chill area, the whole 9. So, again, not to fully shit on LA, but downtown LA, but you need to get your stuff together. My opinion.
You feel about LA how I feel about New Orleans and Bourbon Street.
I haven't been there, so I'm gonna check it out.
Oh my god, that place is a fucking shit show. Yo, beer, piss, and shit. If you put it in a blender and then you just splatter all over the floor on Bourbon Street, that's what that smells like. It's disgusting. But I will go back because that place, amazing food, great atmosphere. It just smells like shit.
I'll go back to LA. I'm telling you right now, I had a very different understanding of LA. And when I
don't go to that part of town though. Go somewhere else.
Downtown LA. What do you want to tell you?
Go to Dodger Stadium. Go by Staples Center.
My office is there. I have to go there.
All right. Don't walk then. Fuck. Walk drive.
I'm not taking an Uber for 2 blocks. It's not happening.
They don't get mad when you see shit, right?
It's literally.
It's part of the package. It's part of the package. Accept it and move on. Go to LA.
You folks in LA, you guys have nice
on your
areas.
city.
I've been to some beautiful areas of LA.
Yep.
But LA, downtown LA, it ain't it, fam.
Just shit it all over your city, man.
Just saying. Anyway.
At Max Allotment.
Now, I usually don't do this, but let's switch topics. that whole hard switch, that U-turn, that 180. Let's do that real quick to the WBC.
Oh, man.
Listen,
oh, my goodness.
I haven't had my emotions up in a roller coaster in a while when it comes to baseball. It's been more than 20 years, probably. And this fucking series, whatever the hell it is.
It's a tournament.
This shit fucked me up, bro. This shit. Listen, you take over. Go ahead. You.
Man, listen. I absolutely love the WBC. I love it. There's a level of pressure. There's a level of passion. There's a level of excitement that you don't see in regular baseball. Like the celebrations and all the shit that the players do is not allowed. Well, I'm not gonna say it's not allowed. It's frowned upon in regular baseball. Like you hitting a home run, you're not flipping your bat, you're not spiking it, you're not throwing. The whole damn team is not coming on the field. These guys are damn near running the bases with you, right? That is allowed. That is allowed in the WBC.
Shout out to WBC.
In real baseball, the next batter is catching one in the ribs. That's what it is.
I think we need to have whatever WBC is doing, MLB needs to duplicate that.
Yes, absolutely. There's the crowd gets into it. I mean, because you got like an allegiance to your country wherever you're from, or your parents or whatever. So there's that passion that comes with it. The players are playing for their country and where they came from. It's just a different level of pressure, man, and excitement and all that. And this is a 2.5 week thing. So you got to like make the best of it. You got to get out of the first round by winning you play 4 games before you move on to the second round. So every game counts. It's not like in 162 games in a season.
Yeah.
You're like, we lost today. It's a fucking Tuesday. Whatever. We'll catch the next one. No.
Yeah.
Everything is compact. You got to pitch. You got to hit. You got to make the defensive plays. You got to run the bases. You got to win the game. If not, you go home. Right?
Listen,
the damn Dominicans, though. Can I go on my rant?
Go for it. I'll let you. I got more beer to sip, so go ahead.
Man, the Dominicans, I'm proud of my guys. I am happy that they showed up to play. But quite frankly, they didn't hit. Let's just call it what it is. They didn't hit. They pitched pretty good. They didn't hit. Plain and simple. Nah Juan Soto, nah fucking Manny Machado hit a home run. He hit pretty good. Devers couldn't hit the fucking ball for nothing. You could have been a beach ball. That dude could have hit it. He just had a bad tournament. I'm not mad at it. But then what I'm mad at is that they go back to the regular teams and dudes hitting 2 home runs in one game. Jeremy Pena, where you at? They just didn't do it. They didn't get it done.
I don't know.
They didn't get it done.
All I'm saying is
all that shit I was talking to.
I was talking shit. I have one of my employees is Dominican, from New York, and he was 100%. I was talking shit on Instagram too. I was all over.
Oh, really?
Oh shit! You see my shit. I was talking all types of Puerto Rico this, Puerto Rico that. This that, and the other.
Puerto Rico. Oh man, Puerto Rico.
Man.
You guys up to the last game against us. We had the same record, right? And then we play each other. It was like a goddamn World Series.
Bro, I was watching that Puerto Rico Mexico game hard. I was talking. I was in going back to LA. I was in LA about to go off my flight. I was stopped at Three Weavers Brewing. Shout out to Three Weavers. I think.
Shout out to them.
Shout out to them. I broke my
Were you were you about to get jumped by a bunch of Mexicans in LA?
No, I wasn't gonna get jumped. I was talking.
Okay.
I was being that loud, ignorant ass Puerto Rican.
In a room full of Mexicans.
I don't know if they were all Mexican, but there was definitely
LA.
one Mexican chick table over, and I was, like I said,
Listen,
the loud, ignorant Puerto Rican that was like, yes, let's go, whippa, hey, let's bang on the table and shit like that.
No, man, I've been to an LA. Right. I've been to a Dodgers game. There's nothing but Mexicans in like, Dodger Stadium.
All right, I'm gonna go. All right, we what was it? The fifth inning, I think it was. We were still 4-1, I think it was, because we hit all our four runs in the first inning. And I was like, all right, cool. I'm going to go to the airport, do my thing, whatever. We'll be good. I'm watching it on my phone, getting the updates. Man, when that shit turned really quick. And I was like, motherfucker, man.
You're goddamn right.
Like I told you, my emotions got involved with it. It's been a minute.
And I love it.
Listen.
I love it.
I honestly thought for the longest it was going to be, at the end, Venezuela and Japan.
Really?
Venezuela was kicking ass, bro. That team is stacked.
Venezuela did kick ass. Yeah, they did.
They were stacked as fuck.
I don't know about stacked. Don't say stacked.
I mean, they had some pretty decent.
They had some pretty good players, but they don't call it stacked because they weren't the favorite. The favorites were the Dominicans, the U.S., and the Japanese.
Bro, the Japanese put whatever the Japanese did to Korea. Was it China? What was it? China? What was it? 22-2?
No.
Who was that? That was
the
Korea.
What?
That was Korea and China. Korea whooped China's ass 22-2.
Was China even in it?
Yeah.
You're probably thinking South Korea or some shit, man. Either way, it doesn't matter.
There's only one Korea. There's either Korea and there's North Korea.
there's South Korea. There's
Korea,
a North
no?
and a South.
Is it
No.
Korea? There's three Koreas?
There's two.
Exactly.
North and South.
And Korea. That's it.
No. There's a North and a South Korea. And I don't even know if they were in it.
Hold on. I gotta look this up.
Look it up, please, because I think you're wrong. But anyways, why are you looking that up? The Japanese, don't sleep on the Japanese.
March 13th, China 2, Korea 22, South Korea 22.
If it was Korea, it would have been just Korea.
Bro, 22-2?
That's a beatdown. Wait, but they stopped. They had to stop it in the seventh inning.
22-2, bro.
Hey, man.
You know what kind of ass whooping that is?
That's a beatdown. Yeah. That's a beatdown for the ages. But that happens.
Yo, listen, so many mercy rule situations.
Yeah, there was. Hey, by the way,
damn.
Who was it? That Czech Republic team, that Nicaraguan team? Come on, man. Don't even come next time.
First of all, I didn't know Venezuela had enough players to actually do as good as they were doing.
No, Venezuela's got Hall of Famers, man. They got players.
Miggy, I didn't know who else it was. Miguel Cabrera.
No, they got players.
Okay.
The Venezuelans got players. I didn't think they were gonna do as well as they did by beating everybody in Pool D in Miami. By the way, I've been to one of those games in Miami for the WBC. That shit is crazy. So I can only imagine how it was this year. Same thing. It's a damn party. And you can't duplicate that. I don't care where you're at, you can't duplicate it. I fucking love this tournament. You can't. I've heard all kinds of things. You got to move it to after the season. Do it in the middle of the season. I'm like, man, shut up. I've heard all kinds of things. Like, don't do it at all. It's a meaningless tournament. And then you think about it, it's like spring training is nothing but a meaningless, 12 games or whatever. So why not just move it to, let the guys play and have fun? You can get injured anytime you get on the field. You can get injured. So stop that bullshit about getting hurt.
I was more involved with the WBC than I was any Olympics.
Oh, the Olympics is different though.
I'm just saying.
It's the same thing. It's a tournament, pressure on the line. But I get what you're saying.
I'll wrap it up with this. Whoever, I forget the guy's name. Whoever that Japanese pitcher was at the end of the last game.
Come on, man.
I don't know his name.
Shohei Ohtani, the best player on the fucking planet.
My man. Yo, he was averaging like 100 miles an hour pitches.
Yo, this kid
My man
is oh my god.
ridiculous.
So
Wow.
this dude, before we go much further, because I could talk about this for fucking days, right? This was the dream matchup that Major League Baseball wanted. They wanted the U.S. against Japan. They wanted Mike Trout, which is the captain of the team, right, against Ohtani, which is the best player in the fucking league. They play on the same damn team.
The Angels, right?
Yeah, on the Angels. Tomorrow, they'll be back to being teammates. That's what they wanted. Now, this dude is throwing 100 miles an hour, 100, 102, 102, and then he hits him with a slider. 3 swings and a misses, you're done. Mike Trout had no chance. Let's just call it what it is. He had no shot.
My man was pitching, and it looked like his arm was gonna fly off every time he threw that ball.
Yo, that kid is amazing. That dude, and then he's hitting balls 500 feet.
Oh, I heard about that. I heard he's a hitter. Like he fucking.
He's a hitter. He's a hitter. Home run derby, all that. Come on, man.
Listen,
Yeah,
I'll wrap it up with
I'm
this.
sleeping on him. Yes, WBC is coming back in 2026. The Dominicans are coming for the title. That's all I'm saying, man. I'm talking shit now. The Japanese got, out of the 4 titles that they've had, right?
Yeah,
The
40
Japanese
some
got
shit.
no mentira. There's been 5. The Japanese got 3. The US got 1. We got 1. We're coming back in 2026. Write that down. Take it to the
I'm
bank.
taking notes right now.
I'm taking notes right now. 3 years from now, we'll talk about it.
So, we ended the last episode with a drop about Chris Rock and pretty much touching on the Chris Rock conversation and everything else. Going into that, I watched the special. Gunny, I think you watched the special, right?
I did.
All right.
You want me to go first?
Huh?
You want me to go first?
Well, let's kind of unpack what we thought beforehand. So the biggest thing, in my opinion, and you can share yours, the biggest thing we were looking forward to in that special was the slap.
Yes. Agreed.
The slap was the biggest, where we're like, ooh, what's he gonna say? What's he gonna say? What's he gonna say? Because then right after the special aired, there was all this back and forth, or not back and forth, all these comments from the Smith family about the slap, right?
Yep.
So, before we get to the slap, let's kind of build up to it, because that's what he did. He didn't start with the slap. The slap was the very end.
Yep.
So, start from the beginning. Go for it. Well, as much as you remember.
Man, look, listen. My review of Chris's performance is 3 words: repetitive, predictable, and boring. Yes, I said it.
I agree with the first.
It was predictable. I did not find it entertaining. I found it like sloppy, like messy, like it wasn't his. You compare that to his earlier Bigger and Blacker and all the other ones, like there's something there, right? And maybe because he was coming up and material was fresh and all that, but then now he's approaching 60, different. It's a whole different thing, right? I did not find it entertaining at all. I watched it just to see what he was gonna say about the slap, right? So you got to watch the entire thing just to hear that part. And I found myself like, let me go get another bourbon that I can drink on. Let me take this phone call. Let me go down Instagram. Let me see who's DMing me about fucking whatever. Like, I found myself not paying attention to it, but also just listening to it, right? Yeah, he had his Kardashian jokes and whatever, and he had a lot, and then he kept saying everything twice. And I know that's part of his thing. I just didn't find it. Yeah, I just didn't find it. Like, he would say the joke twice, like leading up to the punchline, and I didn't find it entertaining whatsoever.
I do like the fact that he was one of my favorite parts was when he talked about how spoiled his kids were. And the difference in the upbringing and everything else between him and his kids and everything else.
Yep.
That's one of my favorites, only because I 100% agree. I have a lot
and
of
I'm
conversations.
living that right now, right?
Yeah,
I don't know if you are, but
I think we all do. Like, and this is the old man part of our talk, right? And I we see that, like, where my kids have a much better childhood. Like, I'm buying my son sneakers left and right. I'm taking him out eating, all that stuff.
Yes.
And like, he has a much better lifestyle. Like, like, he's got clothes. I didn't have clothes. I had to wear the same shit 3 times, 2-3 times a week sometimes, whatever it is, depending on what was going on. Sneakers were brand new once a year type of shit like that.
Yep.
So I agreed with everything he said. I agreed, like, I like that part. Like, that part hit home for me, because he's like, my daughter's speaking 2 languages, 3 languages, whatever it is. She's traveling to France and blah blah and this and that. Like, I love that, because the way he broke it down was like, I struggled, but she's good, or they're good. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I like. And there were some parts in there that he was talking about being single and divorced and all those
dating in the
that was because I could relate to that.
So here's my question to that though, right? Is that like, is that meant for a comedy special? Because he was speaking from the heart, right? There wasn't, I don't know if there was a joke there. Like, he was saying, like, I suffered. Yeah, there was some jokes, but were they like hard hitting jokes, right? Because he was saying everything you said, I agree with, and I'm living that, right? My parents suffered or went through a rough time so that they can make it better for me.
Yeah.
I've done all these things, and now my kids are, let's call it what it is, they're spoiled, but I spoiled them, right? Because I can, and because I want to, and because they're good kids and they deserve it and all that. So I agree with what you're saying. Like, I felt what he was saying, but was it?
But that's
was
part
it
of the,
funny?
That's the joke is to
was
make
it funny?
When the joke is relatable, then it's.
But did you laugh? I didn't laugh.
I was just like, it wasn't.
That's facts. And I kept moving.
I think so. Let me take a step back. Chris Rock has developed a status.
Yep.
He's developed a status that he doesn't need to be your up and coming stand-up comedian that has to grab your attention from start to finish. He's developed a status where he's like, yo, I'm gonna talk. If you're gonna watch it, great. If you're not, great. I don't give a fuck. Like, it's what it is. I'm gonna still make movies. I'm gonna still be rich. I'm gonna still have extra shit. Whatever. And that's where, like, listen. Shout out to Wayward. Wayward has comedy night on Thursdays, and I've gone there many times. And sometimes I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? Like, why are you trying too hard? There's that trying too hard piece of it too, right?
Yep.
So I didn't expect, nor do I expect any other comedian that's at his level, Dave Chappelle, Kevin Hart, even. I don't expect them to make me laugh gut bursting from start to finish. So you talked about Bigger Blacker. I would compare Bigger Blacker to Dave Chappelle's Killing Him Softly. Both stand-ups.
Is that the one where he's wearing the blue denim shirt?
Yep.
Okay. Yep.
Both stand-ups are non-stop hilarious.
Yeah.
Like, they're just dropping gems one after another. Boom, 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 boom.
Jokes though. Jokes.
Yeah, but
they're not
jokes, but real life also. Like, they're just kind of like also in most situations they tie shit together as a story.
And it tells a story. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
At this level, they're like, if you're gonna hear me, hear me. If you're not, okay. Because I've actually sat through, like, I don't know if you watched Chappelle's latest shit. Chappelle's latest shit, sometimes there's a long build up before he gets to the punchline. Yep. And when he gets to it, you're like, I see what you did there. I got you. Like, that was it.
Yeah. So I like that they do that. Don't get me wrong, right? I like that they talk what they I like that they say what they say, right? I can agree with it. I can relate to it.
Yeah.
But as a comedy special, if I go to a comedy show, I want to laugh, right? And I don't know if I'm saying this right, but if I go to a comedy show, I'm expecting to laugh, right? That could be done in another setting, right? Like, that could be an interview, that could be a one-on-one, with somebody, a podcast where he says all those things, where the pressure of I need to deliver jokes and punchlines back to back to back to back to back is not there, right? So when it comes across as if, like, he's putting out his soul and what he's feeling and all that.
Yeah.
But then he's trying to mix it in with jokes, and that's where I think it didn't hit the mark. You know what I mean? Like, I felt everything he said. He said some relatable stuff, but then when he hit the punchline, I was like, okay, I saw that coming. I saw that one coming. I saw the Kardashian and Rob Kardashian, not Rob, but the dad.
Yeah,
and about who the girls were gonna the date and all that. I saw that coming. I knew that was gonna be it. And when he said it, I was like, "Yep, I saw that."
I agree with that. There was a because he mentioned the OJ case.
Yep.
He mentioned Rob Kardashian being the dad. I think it's Rob Kardashian, right?
No, it is Robert. Right.
Yeah, Rob Kardashian is the dad, and that was the whole. I'm not gonna ruin this for you, but yeah. So fast forward to the slap.
Then he just goes off.
I love the slap conversation. I loved it on many different levels. And before we go into the slap conversation, I have a different perspective of Will Smith based on his reaction, not what Chris Rock said, based on his reaction to the slap.
Okay.
Response. The slap response from Chris Rock.
Okay.
I'm going to start with this. Will Smith, regardless of how he feels, in my opinion, he has no reason to bitch and moan about Chris Rock ever talking about the slap for the rest of his life. Rest of their lives.
I don't disagree.
You slapped a grown man on national television
for the world to see.
On comedian, right? And you thought he was going to stay quiet and not say shit about this?
He stayed quiet for a long time, too.
I mean, it was smart, though. It was smart. You think about it, it was very smart because he built up this live special and everything else.
Yep.
But the point is, you slapped a comedian on national television and you thought the man was not going to somehow retaliate. The part that I liked, and I'll stop after this, the part that I liked about Chris Rock is that not only did he retaliate with a slap, he went back to the entanglement and brought it up to the slap. Meaning, he showed you all the shit that Will Smith endured because of his wife. I want to say because. I don't know. Yes, I don't know how. I don't know if I said whatever.
We could say that.
Yeah, because his wife.
She was involved.
Yeah, because of his wife. And then he says, "You get mad at me?
Yeah.
You have the nerve to be pissed at me?
Yep.
You have the nerve to come at me?" Like, that's when he pointed that out. Again, Will Smith's response. My mind, I'm like, before even watching the special, and you can go back to the last episode and listen to what I said. He don't have a leg to stand on, bro. You just shut the fuck up, eat the jokes, and keep moving. Right? Make your movies, make your next Bad Boys or whatever the fuck you're doing. Keep moving.
Don't make Bad Boys 5 or 6, whatever the number we're on. Just don't do it.
The way Chris Rock broke it down, I have more respect for Chris Rock than I do for Will Smith. And I'll let you go on your shit, but I have more to say. But go ahead.
I don't have really much to say because Will Smith cannot complain about anything. Chris Rock can. If Chris Rock does special after special and that's the special, and all he talks about is the slap and calls him because he called him a bitch. He called him a bitch like 12 times in a row.
He said everybody else called him a bitch too. He said I never called him a bitch. Everybody else called him a bitch.
He went on. Well, okay, maybe that's what he said. All I know, he has every right to say 100%. Whatever the fuck he wants.
Forever.
Dude got slapped in front of their peers and the world. Come on, man. You can't do that. And now you just got to take it. You got to take it. Listen. You got to take it. If Chris Rock lives off of the slap for the rest of his life, good on him.
Yeah, agreed.
Keep your hands to yourself, bro. Like, whatever problems you had it with your wife and August Alsina and whatever else was going on. Take it out on them.
I love how he said that.
Right? Don't take it out on me. He said, I want no problem with rappers.
He said, no, he said, well,
what he's saying is,
he said, I don't want any more rappers mad at me.
Yeah, exactly. So
he said,
but he said that a couple times leading up to it. So I like that piece that he led up to it.
He said that,
which we knew was coming.
He's like, everybody in this room being cheated on. We didn't put it on the internet. Y'all put it on the internet.
Yep.
Like nobody.
Like who goes on and does an interview about this?
With the person they got cheated on with. Like,
yep. So they did this to themselves. And again, Will Smith, none of this would have, nobody would care about any of this had that slap not happened.
Listen,
you can't, come on,
my
man.
favorite part, and it is my favorite only because it was the end. He said at the very end, people said, yo, why didn't you fight back? Why didn't you fight back? Why didn't you fight back? My parents taught me don't fight in front of white people. And he drops the mic.
He spiked the mic. Yeah. He was like,
yes.
He was spiking.
That is the best response to anything. That to me
to wrap it up, I think that well, yes, he went there, but you shouldn't be fighting in front of anybody anyway. But I get where he was going. You're
gonna defend yourself at some point.
Yeah, you're wearing
you can't sit there and take the hits and not do anything like this.
If you're wearing a tux, you probably should not be fighting. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, are you gonna like pick up a microphone and throw it at him? And then like you got like Oscar award winners just sitting right there front row and shit, and now you guys are fighting on stage. Come on, man. You know how bad that would look?
My second favorite, to wrap it up like you said, he played Muhammad Ali. I played Pookie in New Jack City. I was a crackhead.
Yeah, exactly. So no. Will, I'm sorry, dog. You gotta take this one in the chin. You gotta take the L and live with it for the rest of your life.
I made that comparison prior to watching this. I'm like, this guy played Pookie, crackhead, New Jack City. If you've never seen New Jack City, stop listening to this and go watch it and then come back. But
he's like 5'8", 140 pounds, right?
20 pounds.
No.
You was a prom queen, now you crack fiend.
Come on, man. Will, you did this to yourself, man. You can't.
Oh man, listen.
He had the time to react and stop himself, and he didn't. He said, "I'm gonna slap the shit out of this."
He had plenty of time. When he got up, when he walked to the stage, when he walked on the stage, when he walked towards Chris Rock, he had all that time to go, this is not a good idea.
But he saw red. He saw red. That's all he saw. You can't blame a man for how he reacted, right? You can't blame him. But he has to live with how he reacted, and he can't do that.
Exactly. He has to listen.
Yo, let's talk about something else, man.
Final words. Let's just wrap it up. Final words.
Yo.
Slaposaurus Rex. Those are my final words.
Slaposaurus Rex.
Slaposaurus Rex.
Go to salutotobrews.com. Get your glassware.
And your hoodies when he drops it.
Summer's coming. You need glasses to drink your pale ales in. DR is coming. DR is coming in 2026. Don't get it twisted. We coming. And thank you for listening, man.
Yes.
I appreciate you guys.
Thank you for listening. We appreciate everybody. We're definitely have some fun stuff lined up for you guys in the next coming episodes. Some fun people are going to join us, tag along, all that good shit. So stay tuned. Follow Salute to Brews. Follow Max Allotment Podcast. Follow Max Allotment. And yeah, man, stay connected with us. We love seeing your comments. Keep dropping those comments. Keep giving us feedback.
Yo, there's some. The comments are the best because we got people way on this side. We got people way on this side, and I love it.
I'm telling you, I love it when they cross and they start talking shit to each other.
Yeah, I love it.
And that shit, bro.
Yeah, because everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Everybody thinks a certain way, and I love it. Let's learn from each other. Let's keep it civil. Don't call nobody no bitch. Don't slap nobody.
No virtual slaps or real.
No virtual slaps, please. Let's do that. Remember, this is just the internet. This is entertainment. This
purposes only.
Yeah.
Entertainment purposes only. Listen, follow
Don't
us.
do this catch me outside shit. Don't do that.
Follow us. Make sure YouTube. Make sure you hit that bell. Make sure you subscribe. All that good shit. We'll be back next week with a full episode and more fun shit to talk about and drink.
Yes, absolutely.
Later, guys.
Cheers.